He made me start going on this.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Nobody ever.
Hey, nobody listening? Good. All right, adjourned. Hey, hopefully y'all had a good time at Chattanooga. Yay. I didn't, but that's okay. And by the way, this Saturday night, I know we got the Cinderella premiere, but we're doing a fan group / staff appreciation thing at the Choo Choo. If you can come by. It's going to be from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. So that's something that is for fan groups and for staff. So you know, I need to do both. So yeah. I'm trying to think, what else we got?
Monty Python Department of Silly wants to be wild.
I think that's all I had. I think I'm going to turn it over to Ricky now. That was easy.
I'll take this seat.
Hello, Ricky.
Yeah, I don't have my tablet today, so I'm going to read off the laptop. So this past month, we really didn't have very many events. We had Chattanooga. That went extremely well. We had a lot of fun. A lot of people don't remember how much fun they had.
I've got photos.
You're welcome.
And our fan table did really well, so that was awesome.
Thank Rex.
You know, we would like to do more fan tables for other conventions as well. You know, if anyone is interested in like Anime Blast or something like that, and want to do a table, let me know.
I need to tell you something.
Yes, go ahead.
Because I don't want you to forget it. The people that were around our table loved having us there. The Infinity Flux, that people would come to our table, talk to us, look at props, turn around and buy stuff from them. Ben Bowers was next to us as well.
Yeah.
But Infinity Flux specifically said we loved having fan tables around us because you drew the crowd in, and then they would turn around and buy things from us.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
it was very helpful where we were, and I appreciate every single person who worked the table with me.
Yeah, I think Jason said people would come over and they're like, "Is that music coming out of a briefcase? Now I need to buy some comics." It was like awesome.
Ricky was basically the Pied Piper of Chattanooga.
Dang, it was fun. Now, our other event that we had this month was Dr. Seuss's birthday in McKay's, but it was the day after Chattanooga. Except me. And I was there to take pictures of nobody, but I in advance, I let them know. This is the day after Chattanooga. I can't guarantee anyone will be there. So they didn't have high expectations of people dragging their asses out of bed and actually going to their event.
I was stuck at work.
Yeah, same here.
So it was a very difficult situation, and they understood that, so it's not a big deal. But you know, every once in a while, these things will happen, and I make sure if there are other events like Chattanooga or something like that that are happening around the same time, and I know it's going to be difficult, I make sure the venues know that in advance so that we don't have weirdness with them in the future. And we have so much stuff to do with McKay's this year that we want to keep that rolling because they treat us extremely well. They feed us, give us a great place to stay, and keep our stuff upstairs and everything, and they treat us very well, so we like having that relationship with them. Now, future events. This Friday and Saturday we have Cinderella, and I will be here starting around 6 p.m. each night. Princes, princesses, Disney characters, and whatnot are what we're looking for to help promote the Cinderella movie. And then at the end of the month, on March 28th, we've been invited to Costume for Gaming for Kitties 2. It's a fundraiser that helps raise money for a cat shelter down in the Dalton area. This is North Georgia. Yeah. And he did really well last year when he had his thing. He has some really cool artwork and stuff that they're selling for charity, and a lot of other fun stuff that he's doing. It's not like an official event, but if people can make it there that are part of our group, let me know, and we are giving partial credit to people that go to the event and not counting it against people that aren't able to make it, since it is so far out of our normal area that we work in. So anyone that's able to make it, let me know.
I'd like to add an amendment to that, because I actually am part of that event.
Oh, really?
I know Lonnie.
Mm-hmm.
I was part of the first event, even though the first one was 24 hours, the second one's 12.
12 hours,
Thank
yeah.
God. I'm not doing that again. 4 people in the Walker County Convention Center by themselves playing Halo, at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's really weird. You hear really odd noises behind you in that building when there's no other noise. But if you have any questions about that, ask me or have him direct you to me. It's a really good event. You know, they were going to have a live band, and I think they canceled at the last minute.
We can do nerdy OT.
Nice.
But I'm actually with that one. It's not just video games. Like I actually got the Chattooine Board Game Club trying to bring stuff and set up tables down there for people that don't want to sit down and play video games. So
Awesome. So if anyone's interested in working with them or doing some stuff, helping some kitties, let us know. Yeah. Are you interested?
She hates kitties. She hates kitties.
I hate them. I totally don't run a cat rescue. I could do a painting class. We could do pictures of like a dog or a cat.
you'll have to talk to Lonnie for that.
If they're children, that would be cool.
Again, you have to talk to Lonnie for that. So.
Well, I'll hook you up with them and everything, and so you can discuss it. Oh, you already know him? Perfect. After that, I'm going to go ahead and announce the events in April because the end of April we have a whole lot of stuff going on all at one time.
Oh boy.
So I'm going to go through really quick. We have Dynamic Church. They have an Easter egg hunt over at the YMCA, and it's going to benefit the local food bank, and that's on April 3rd from 5 to 7:30 p.m. over at the YMCA off Shallowford, next to Shallowford Road in Gun Barrel. And they're looking for family-friendly characters, princesses, things like that, Disney-ish type stuff, things that aren't scary, mainly to just run around, hang out with the kids, and just have fun. Sure, why not?
Scary.
And the day after that, on April 4th, at the Chattanooga Zoo, they have Hug a Bunny Day. And they're looking for, you get to hug bunnies at the Hug a Bunny Day. They have a whole bunch of big, huge rabbits and bunnies, and you get to play with them and hug them, and they're looking for any type of Disney-type characters for that as well. So if anyone, everyone dressing up for Cinderella, it should be pretty much set for these things too, because these are, so much Disney stuff's coming out that this stuff's extremely popular right now.
Bless you.
Then on April 25th, we've been asked to come out and do fantasy medieval characters, chivalrous good characters for Siskins Children's Hospital. These are 0 to 5-year-old children with varying disabilities, so it needs to be fun characters that are not scary, and we all need to be prepared that if a kid does freak out, we're ready to back away, give them space, let them have a little time to get used to things, because sometimes we're going to have those types of situations. But overall, I've done several events there myself personally in the past, and there really hasn't been very many problems with the kids not understanding what's going on and interacting really well with the characters. They're actually better than most other events that we do with kids as far as being scared of people that are dressed up and stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's like a carnival setting. I'm working out a dressing area, a place for us to keep our stuff. They have food and drink there, and everything's like out on the playground. It's just a blast. So I think it'll be a lot of fun, and that's only a couple hours too, 10 in the morning till noon. After that, the District 9 group in Ooltewah is doing a fundraiser called The Taste of Ooltewah, and they have a kids alley and have asked for some people to come out dressed up as different characters. I think Brad went out with us, didn't you? And dressed as your Wolflink when we went out there last year. And we had a few people. Doesn't need to be a lot of people. It can maybe be like 4 or 5, but if we have more, that's fine. But it's mainly just to go around, entertain the children, while the adults are going around and checking out the different restaurants and things that are paying to have their spaces in the area, and helping to raise money for the impoverished schools and the school districts in that region of our county. And then we have our crazy smash us in the face with a brick week. The week of Age of Ultron. We've been asked to do a Thursday premiere for Age of Ultron, which is good because we have the lookouts the next day after that for Star Wars Day. So April 30th is we're going to do not the midnight premiere, but the night premiere on Thursday here for Age of Ultron. Yes?
If we can't make the Lookouts event, could we do a Friday event there as well?
That would be fine if you want to, sure. I know there are some people that only have the Marvel costumes, don't have Star Wars. I can make arrangements for you to come here on that Friday as well. We just need to make sure that the Star Wars people, as many people as we can, go to our Star Wars event, because that's something that was booked way in advance, and it's actually our real booked event, and the movie is just for our fun. So make sure, if you have a Star Wars costume, try your best to come out to the Lookouts, because we don't want to have people here that could be out there helping us out. So yeah, May 1st is going to be the Lookouts, and then on Saturday it's Free Comic Book Day. And every year we ask all of our members to get up early in the morning and make a day of it. Go out to your local comic book store when they open up, dress up as a cool character, help them draw customers in, help them get more people into their businesses, and help them thrive. You know, last year I stood on the side of the road and like a Spider-Man and waved at people to get them to come over to get the comic books, and then they were going in to, buy comics from the shop that's near me. So whatever shop is near you, whatever shop you want to support, go there in the morning, hang out with them, have some fun, get to know them a little bit better, and help them draw more business in, and let people know around our community that there's free comic books there for them. Get more people involved in the stuff that we love. And then after that, pardon? Yeah, May 2nd. Yes, you can. Now, later that day, we are going to be going around 1 p.m. over to the Chattanooga Public Library. And she's going to probably talk a little bit about it, but we have some really fun events that are going to be going on there. Megan sets up cool things for the kids to do. It's a nice opportunity for us to interact with kids in the community that normally would not get to participate in fun stuff like this because of the area of town that she's in. And it's a lot of fun. And she treats us pretty well too, most of the time. But, if people are interested in, don't have costumes and are interested in helping out, she does have like different tables and workstations to do arts and crafts and things like that with the kids. So if you want to do that, just let us know. I can hook you up with her and make arrangements for that too. And after that, we're going to head over to McKay's around 3 p.m. And in McKay's, we're going to make an appearance there. They have cooler free comic books because they don't actually get, since they're don't sell new stuff, they don't get the new comic books for Free Comic Book Day. They have thousands of old back catalog comics to choose from for Free Comic Book Day. Wow. So it's a completely different set of stuff than you would get if you went to the comic stores to look around. And of course McKay's always treats us really well also. And we have a lot of fun there. And then we're going to finish up the night by coming back over here and dressing up for Age of Ultron. And I know that's a whole lot of stuff to do.
So Ricky, you realize I've only got 2 memory cards, right?
Well, you're going to have to get a...
Yeah, I noticed.
You'll have to borrow the Wolverine and dump your cards on it or something.
Ricky, you don't have one eye.
Well, you're going to have to just switch the patch to your eye.
I have no idea.
But Free Comic Book Day is always busy for us, but it's fun stuff. You don't have to do all the things. If you only want to go to McKay's, you don't want to go all the way downtown, that's fine. Or if you want to go downtown and not go to McKay's or whatever.
You might want to remind them, if you don't want to go all the way downtown, Infinity Flux with the North Gate Library, which is in cahoots with the other library, like they're the same. But they will be doing something as well. So if people don't want to go all the way downtown, they can always go to Northgate too.
Yeah, there's other options. Go around and have fun and support the businesses and different community things that you like the most and that you want to support. And then come out here and have a party with us at Age of Ultron. And now, I'm going to stop talking because the rest of the stuff I can go over in the next meeting, and I'm going to let Megan talk a little bit about the library. If you like.
I had an awesome time at Chattanooga. Also, super fun. Loved getting to make some of you guys buttons and meeting some folks here that I haven't met before. Hey, Brian. So upcoming Free Comic Book Day, I have been mapping out with Ricky a little bit more some of those special roles that I created. So some of the games that are going to happen on the second floor this year are Splat the Tomato. I'm going to be making a giant bullseye on one of our walls. And we're going to use our 2 humans have to hold it down slingshot thing. And we've got those tomatoes that like you throw at the floor and it looks like they splat, but they don't. And so we're just going to use that and just let them go bananas. So I'd love, like, yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm definitely more of like an ask forgiveness than permission person.
Oh no, I'm about an hour before 10 minutes.
That's why I pointed at you, and then when he said that, I just pointed at you.
I don't know if our adult button makers will be there by then, but I've been cranking out sheets of more age appropriate for adult comic stuff like the Deadpools. 50 Shades of Grey. No.
That's not appropriate to Shades of Deadpool.
50 Shades of Grey.
We just need a Deadpool reading a copy.
Okay, let's let it talk.
I get all distracted. So more adult stuff on the 4th floor. If any of you that were at Chattanooga are interested in demoing your costumes for the event, talking about, I did. Yes. And did you get that link about the Wonder Woman last night?
I've got it for
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So if any of you are interested in coming just to talk about your process in creating the items, I'm really working on introducing more and more, we're calling them industrial arts because I hate the word low tech. It pisses me off. So we're really introducing more industrial arts, so like the screen printing, the sewing, the hot glue gunning, whatever it is that you create. If you want to come in and talk about how you create what you create, I would love to have you just talk about that and just sort of show off what you do. More games and stuff to come, but if you're interested in playing that more defined role, just let me know or Ricky know and he'll put you in touch with me. And then the other good news, I know it's further away, but regarding July 25th Harry Potter event, I've booked Tonks in the Oars and somebody in the Cliffhangers, Tiana and the Cliffhangers too, so we're going to have bands, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yay! That's it.
Woohoo!
For those of you who ordered shirts and did not pick them up at con, I have them here. So it's just see me after the meeting and we will get together on that.
And anyone that had mistakes on their shirts or didn't come in the order, let Nicole know. She's got the list that she's going to go through and make sure that everyone gets what they are supposed to have. We had a couple of mistakes in the printing and stuff.
Are you guys going to add more to it? Because I didn't get a chance to get mine.
There will be a second round, but it's going to cost a little more because there will be shipping involved. But yes.
All
And
right.
the more people, the cheaper that cost will be. So there's another hint. So if you get more people, we get in on that. So.
Yeah, we'll get with Jeff and then let everybody know when we're doing that again.
Yeah.
Also, I bought I know they didn't have a picture of it for a little while, but I bought the gray hoodie and it is amazing, and I can post a picture if people want to see like what it looks like. It's like my favorite hoodie, actually. But there wasn't a picture to post, so I don't think a lot of people ordered it because they weren't sure what color it was.
Todd thinks we have one in the box here.
Yes, I didn't get mine, and I think it's in there.
Awesome.
I hope it is.
Maybe.
Selena got your hoodie.
Shalina got my hoodie.
Yeah. These gray ones are super cute. Yay!
Yeah.
They're super cute. Like we think
Did you have anything else?
I'm done.
I wanted to just real quick for anybody that didn't notice on the closed group page that I just, every time we do a round of invites for events, Ricky or I or whoever, I inevitably end up getting several messages from various people that are like, don't invite me to stuff, which is fine. I totally understand that. But I posted a thing today that has a little link that takes you to a thing that'll tell you how to not get event invites from me or Ricky if you don't want to. So if you have friends, like I notice a lot of the time it's like people who, their friends who are very active add them because they want them to be able to be part of the community, but they don't necessarily want to come out, which is fine, but let your friends know if they're not interested in coming to events, how they can turn that off. So that would be really appreciated because I get messages sometimes.
What are you doing to my phone?
Don't ever decline the events.
Ignore it.
You just ignore it or click maybe if you don't want to go.
You can also turn off notifications. Like if you don't want to get anything else, if you have to do it from a computer, but there's a little 3 dots box that's up on the side below the picture banner, and if you click on that, you can click stop notifications, and that way it's not alerting you when somebody says yes or no or whatever.
Yeah. And I am working on a different solution for our events and attendance and stuff. But it's going to take me a little while to make sure that everything works properly and try to navigate us away from Facebook so we don't have to worry about Facebook jail. We don't have to worry about people getting invites that they don't want and things like that. We'll have a mailing list. It'll email all the people or possibly text them and let them know when we have new events for them to go on the website for and everything. So keep an eye out for that. Once I carve out some time to do the programming, I'll let everyone know.
Can I say one more thing? I just forgot.
Sure.
I totally forgot. We just got this grant funding from Mozilla. We now have 2 Oculus Rifts on the 4th
Whoa!
floor. Played with one. Holy crap, it's amazing. And there is a Totoro neighbor experience, but it's not that good. But it's still, if you like him, like you'll want to walk up to him and hand the umbrella and whisper on the bus. There's also a 4K TV that we just got. So if you dig that kind of thing, there was like TV and then plasma and then HD or whatever. And then their 4K is the next thing that's coming out. It is insane. I was watching seals today. I could see their fucking really cool.
Payback for Rex. Look for it with Oculus.
Yes, I like. What's up?
Do we have any more?
Payback.
Any what?
At least 4 Rex.
Life Day.
I really pissed a lot of people off. The grades are so good. They would all try and dude, I'm high school. I go to the Chattooine.
Send me the info about it and I'll do it. That's right, the relay for life. You need to get him to Willie can give you the info for that.
Yeah, he was supposed to come tonight, but something came up.
Who will?
There will be a relay for life in April. I don't have the exact date yet. But last year, me and Ricky and William
and
Chris showed up for it, and it was a lot of fun. We actually got put in jail.
Yeah. You got put in jail.
I got put in jail.
I avoided it.
Batman got put in jail.
Wait, you're black now?
Yes, I'm black.
Black man?
Black man.
Black man.
Oh, God.
Just because that night, yes. And, but it's a lot of fun. It's for a great cause, and there's usually a lot of people there. And it's going to be at LFO, Lakeview High School, so it's a whole lot more convenient than where it was last year. Last year was out in Walker County, way out in Walker County. So, but it's right on Battlefield. So I'll get more information and we'll post all of it.
Want to give me the floor?
Sure, go ahead.
So some of you know me, not all of you do. Not quite a member of this wonderful fan group yet, but
Why not?
that will change. Because I didn't know it existed until about a year ago, and then I've been busy doing other things.
Same here.
So my name is Robert S. Evans. I'm a writer, director, producer. I am in cahoots with Chat State and their media studies program. I'm in with the Dalton theater groups and some of the Chattanooga theater groups. And something that was proposed to me last October over drinks at a bar at GMX that eventually got brought back up to you just after Chattanooga, because it got brought back to my attention at Chattanooga, was that I should do a fan film. And I was like, well, I have the resources, I just don't have the people. This guy says I can get me the people. So, how many of you would love to be part of a fan film?
What do we fan film?
Wait, well, this one in particular is Star Wars.
Yes.
Done.
Like I said,
Because if it's malaria,
that one's next. So basically, this idea is going to run about 10 to 15 minutes. It's going to require some funding, so you guys are going to have to kind of help out with that some. And it's up to you guys. If we get enough interest and get the budget, I think the budget I wrote down was $5 to $8 grand, which sounds like a lot, but it's not really when you start getting larger fan bases involved. When you start getting into groups of 100 to 400 to 500, $20 a person is going to cover that like that.
Are you going to do a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe?
There is a big question mark there, because while you can get a lot of money on Kickstarter, if you fail to get your money on Kickstarter, you're out.
Yeah.
You just wasted 3 months of your life.
Lots of time.
If you do Indiegogo, you get the money regardless, but you still have to do other things. But here's the big question mark with Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and anything like that. You're raising money to do a fan project of a licensed product. You will get a cease and desist order very quickly if you do not watch how you word
Lucas
things.
doesn't do that.
But Lucas isn't in charge of it.
Disney does.
Disney sent people home with suitcases full of the non-disclosure agreements they have to sign when they do stuff.
Trust me, when they get sued, someone gets sued for using stormtrooper helmets for $10 million, they do look at things.
So you got to be careful how you go out doing things. So if we want to do Kickstarter, the big thing you have to put at the very beginning of the video and at the very top of the page is this is not profit. We don't intend on selling this, and any money that is left over or raised that doesn't go into the budget will go into some kind of charity. That would be the way you work around it. And even then, you still have you even have jerks then that go into, well, it's still our product. If you want a better...
That's where that comes in handy right there.
If you want a better story of how that goes down, look at the Final Fantasy VII web series that was being proposed, and they did a Kickstarter. They raised $477,000 in 3 days, and they got sent a cease and desist order from Square Enix. But they met their goal, but they had to take the paycheck. So Kickstarter is a real big question mark. You're better off trying to do fan funding within circles, and then Kickstart for smaller things. And that budget sounds like a lot, but keep in mind this would be a 5 to 6 day production where you would be feeding 40-ish people. Plus, you got to pay for power. You got to get certain other aspects. But the concept of this fan film, for those that are curious, is called Line Wars: Attack of the Fans. It takes place outside of a theater the night of a premiere of a new Star Wars film. And you have...
Which happens to come up.
Yes, that's why this is perfect timing for this, because if we can get this filmed in August through October, we can have it done by December. So... well, there's other avenues to run besides just the theater, too. So, but the basic idea is the night before the premiere, the two sides line up out in the parking lot and have a fight to the death to see who lines up first. Complete in outfit, fake lightsabers and all.
Who's the Sith? Sith?
And of course, if you're here, yes.
I'm best of both worlds. I've got an Anakin costume.
Yeah, Deadpool can show up. So just be fine.
I just see you showing like the Anakin.
So to not let this run too long, basically they meet in the middle. Two guys walk forward. They have a conversation. They decide that it's going to come to blows. The two sides charge, and the two guys in the middle have a trivia fight while the rest of them are dancing around them with fake lightsabers and doing other wonderful jokes. One of the jokes that I wrote down is one participant tears off his robes, revealing a red Star Trek shirt, and says, "I have seen the light! Come forward!" And the light side guy looks at the Sith and goes, "Kill him." Other stuff is...
Yes! Mark Compton is our red shirt.
But I did hear a Deadpool, which was something I was thinking of after I got here. Another one is like a female Jedi starts having to fend off attacks from both sides. And then the last one, she kicks him in the balls, he falls over, he goes, "Fake geek girl," and she's like, "Really? We're pulling that one?" And kicks him again for the insult.
Yep. We both just pointed it.
But this would be just a fun little project to do. Again, I wrote down all my... If it went smoothly, I could get it done in 3 to 4 days, but I've done this stuff before, so I did it for 5 to 6. Just like I wrote down I could do it for $5,000, but just in case, let's go above. I hate when filmmakers go, "Yeah, I can do it for this," and then they get it like, "I didn't plan for this." Well, duh, you plan over, always. But we would require a parking lot, and we could break up the 6 days into 3 weekends if it helps everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It would probably be someplace, we'd probably have to film at night because parking lots are crowded otherwise.
And lightsabers.
Yeah, we have lightsabers.
They look better.
But I do have friends at Chat State, the media studies department. They would send students out just for grades. They've done it before. They did it on the last short film I worked on. So, I mean, it comes down to you guys.
You're the students.
I mean, I
Yes.
think maybe making something new by
Yeah.
Twist and see what they mean and like whether or not they want to
Yeah,
be.
we have a lot of people who are both 501st and Rebel Legion and Chattooine. So
Was, outside of the Chattooine, you also have people who have ties to
yeah, all the groups, all of them.
Yeah, actually, that's the ending joke of the film. Is after the light side pulls out the victory, he walks up the steps and goes, "Ticket for a lot," and the manager's like, "Oh, advanced sales, we sold out," and it pans over to the mercs, they're all in the outfits going, "Yeah, we've told you weeks ago, where were you?"
Yeah, we've got a squad of those handy too. Yeah, we have a squad of those as well.
If anybody has any money that they want to give to Jeff, you can give it to me, and I can make sure it gets to Jeff and take care of it here, so that I know a couple.
Don't trust her.
So just FYI.
And there's a sign-in sheet going around. Everybody sign in.
Sign in sheet going around. Everybody sign in.
But before I don't want to take up any more time. Does anybody get any questions about this?
Are we doing anything? Oh, no. Tell me about this.
If not, I'll give it back to the...
Any other questions about other stuff?
Are we doing anything for Pi Day? This is epic Pi Day.
That's a good question.
Oh my God, it is.
It is 341415. I like how nobody in our group goes. Why did everyone go so many eggs?
I will be baking pies all day the day before.
All right, so pie party.
Brilliant.
I think it's a Saturday. Yeah, I have a giant house. Whatever.
Yeah, you only live a couple minutes from me anyway. So. You live in Eastridge, right? Don't you live across the street from that Goo Fest?
Anybody have anything else?
Yeah, I live down the street from you guys.
Bueller. Going once, going twice.
Shenanigans done.
Okay. Thanks for coming to the meeting, y'all. Shirts, see me. Taken care of. As usual, we will adjourn from here and meet over at Brony's for some more frolic hour, which is the big issue.
Frolic, yes.